Hi, Peter here from Discovery Adventures and Caravanning. I'm in our 2018 Swift Challenger 580. We've made some modifications to our caravan, mainly things like EMP, air conditioning, motor movers, etc. But that all eats into your payload, so we decided that we would upgrade our battery to lithium and also upgrade our charger system for the solar panel. So we decided to go for a Victron Smart Bluetooth 7515 solar controller, and that made such a big difference, being able to see the charge profile on the phone and the extra 30% efficiency with it. So the one that we fitted, I'm just going to show you now. We mounted it here. Only takes around about half hour. You need to cover up the solar panel so there's no solar charge coming through, and disconnect the battery, and then just swap out the white Sargent one for this one. In our case, it did mean removing the microwave, which was quite simple to remove. This has made such a difference. Sorry, fingers in the way. Just trying to do this on my phone. It's made such a difference to how efficiently the batteries charge. One of the biggest worries that I had was I have heard that smart alternators on cars can be damaged by lithium batteries unless you've got a DC to DC charger. Have you had issues if you've got a lithium, or has yours been absolutely perfectly fine? The big advantage going for us for a lithium battery was the weight saving. Our original Urasa battery weighed around 24 kilos, and this one I think is 11.5 kilos, so significant weight saving, and it charges so quickly. What I've done on ours is I've actually pulled the fuse come into the control panel on the back of the front of the caravan, where the 13-pin wiring comes in, just to isolate the charge, and I'm just solely charging off a solar panel and the battery charger when we're plugged in. And that seems to be working fine for the moment, but I do need to make a decision. Do I put that fuse back in? Am I going to chance risking a damaged alternator or not? Or do I put a DC to DC charger in? There's lots of conflicting information. Lots of information about fitting them in camper vans, but not in caravans. Let me have your thoughts on this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you outside and show you our Ecotree 105 amp hour lithium battery. When we put our legs up, again using the EMP and using the motor movers, and on our driveway it's quite steep, we only use about 3 or 4% of the battery, and that charges really quickly in the summer anyway, off of the solar panel. We've only got the standard 80 watt solar panel on there, but we get tremendous charge profile out of it since fitting the Victron Smart MPPT controller, and that has made a big difference. So if you do nothing else, it'd be well worth considering upgrading the solar control charger. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to take you outside now and show you the battery. And just quickly before I do, I'll say if you want a more in-depth view on solar panels and solar chargers, our friend Andrew from Tanks on Tour has fitted a 280 amp hour lithium battery on his Bailey, but he has completely relocated the battery and rewired it, whereas ours was more or less a straightforward swap out. Anyway, let's get out to the battery and I'll show you what we've got. So this is our install. This is the Ecotree 105 amp hour Bluetooth lithium battery, which also has a heater in it as well, because lithium batteries don't like to charge. They're alright in the cold, but they don't like to charge in low temperatures. So this one's actually got a built-in heater which will heat the battery to allow it to charge in the winter. I say this 105 amp hour in our Swift Challenger 580 just slotted straight in. I have used all the original terminals. The battery doesn't actually come with the terminals, it comes with the ones for the bolts, but I bought some screw-on terminals, although I will get this changed over and just have it bolted straight onto the battery. Yeah, it's been a really easy install, fits perfectly. But if you do go to the Ecotree site and look for batteries, just be careful, because there are several there, all 105 amp hour, but they're different sizes, so do check the sizes of the battery that you need for your Caravan. Anyway, that's it. Very, very simple, straight swap over, no issues whatsoever. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, and please comment. Have you fitted lithium to yours? Have you had any issues with charging from the car? Have you got a smart charger, and have you had an alternator fail, or has it been perfectly fine? Please provide your feedback on this, because it's really helpful, and I need to make a long-term decision. Am I just going to put the fuse back in, or am I going to fit a DC to DC charger? Anyway, hope you found this helpful, and see you again.